How should we do this?
Hey, Dale. Hey, Eric.
Okay, yeah.
Just wanted to take this time. We got a long episode ahead of us, so we'll make it short.
Okay.
Visit our Facebook page.
That sounds good.
We like interacting with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So leave us a message on the Facebook page, or you could also email us at theoptimusprimecast.com.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You could also check out our Patreon page, where we now have updated and current content.
Yep.
And supported streaming.
Yes.
So, and then after that, we could go ahead and say, hey, you also should go to the iTunes section and comment on our...
leave a review.
Leave a review.
Leave a 5-star review.
Well, I mean, they could leave not a 5-star review if they want.
Review.
It could be a 5-star, but it could be like 3 stars if they want.
Yeah,
but the big thing is that they should comment and leave a comment, because that way it makes us more searchable for other people who might be interested in the podcast.
It really is a big help.
And we like the feedback. So like we can't fix anything if we don't know something's wrong.
This is true.
So we can do that.
Do we have an Instagram account yet?
We actually do have an Instagram account, and that's under Optimus Primecast.
All right, cool. So they can find us there. They could find us at iTunes. They could find us on Facebook.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it, right?
I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, we had a really long episode this week, so we'll just say those things really quick and then get them right into the show, because we had a lot to talk about this week.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, well, okay. All right, are you ready?
I think so.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Hey, everybody, it's Dale.
And this is Eric.
And welcome to the Transformers Beast Wars podcast.
Which you can find at optimusprimecast.com.
Episode number 28.
Coming on the Fuzors, part 2.
Fuzors!
I'm going to stick with it, man. I'm going to stick with it.
Written by Bob Forward.
Directed by Cal... I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this name. Directed by Cal Schumacher.
I'll accept that. This week, thanks to the efforts of Rhinox, Optimus Primal is revived as a transmetal, and after a battle with the Predacons, Silverbolt joins the Maximals. This is another one of those kind of lousy short synopsises. That's really like, in the last 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Well, we open up with a really cool, different opening, man. I mean, it's pretty neat. We have some new shots, new scenes. It's like the first one had snippets of like
you haven't noticed
season.
the new credits yet?
No, because we've always kind of skipped over.
We're kind of like getting our papers ready and starting to mark things down, which I'm glad for, though, because like the opening title sequence in season 2 has it has some spoilers in it.
Oh, well, I guess yeah.
Like the Fuzors are in the episode 1 title.
Yeah. But what I noticed out of the opening, it's like, okay, right away, it's just like, hey guys, guess what? That guy that you really like, he's dead now. Because they show just Prime like blowing up. They show the explosion, and then that's that. It's like, okay, Beast Wars, yay.
Yeah, the second season titles are better. The music is different than the first season.
Yeah, it's a little.
That was something that you've noticed
like
once in a while. I was using the second season audio of the credits, the opening credits music.
Yeah.
Because I like it better than the first season one. Mm-hmm. And then even there's a couple of variations there. Some in the first season where there's lots of like laser fire in the. The music.
It's really, I don't know. It's
instead of being more musical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, after the cool opening, we basically open up to where we left off, the gunfight at OK Corral.
Yeah. Yeah, the setup for all
Western.
Of that.
Yeah, everyone's shooting at each other.
They're reminding us of all the loose the story threads that we're looking for resolution for.
Yeah.
Black Arachnia is part-time possessed by tarantulas. Rhinox is in 2001 A Space Odyssey.
It's all made of stars. He's in the what's the word? The isolation tank.
Yeah. He's in like a sensory deprivation.
Deprivation tank. He's all up on some psychotics, psychotropics.
Some psychotropics, yeah. He's
reaching out into the Matrix.
Oh man, it's far out, and I'll talk about that when we get to that part, and then the whole Maximal fighting force is reduced to
3.
Yeah, to Rat Trap, Dinobot, and
Cheetor.
Where is Tigatron?
I don't know. Where's Air Razor?
The Dinobot's in the episode talking, and they never.
They still
haven't interacted.
Air Razor is quote unquote air quotes consoling Tigatron.
Yeah, they just both feel really bad about Optimus.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was actually really surprised because like as soon as it opens up, it's like, okay, epic, all right. The lead out from last episode was just really slow-mo shots, spaghetti western, Clint Eastwood movie, you know, and then cut right into this episode, and they just get their butts handed to each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, they don't get hit by all of those bullets. What it is, they do open up with that final, like, okay, now we're all going to shoot at each other. The Maximals shoot one volley, and the Predacons shoot another volley while you were dumping your hoodie off. All of their bullets hit each other, and there was an explosion, and that kicked the Maximals off to the other side of a rock to hide behind.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of anticlimactic. I mean, they didn't go right into like they do some of that later where they're duck and covering behind the rock and shooting over the rock and stuff like that. But instead, they're all kind of like in a pile, hiding behind this big boulder.
So they're hiding behind the boulder and like, okay, well, we need a new plan. You know, let's go ahead and do this. And Cheetor's like, okay, I'll fly up and get around behind them. And Dinobot's like, yeah, all right, great, flank them, that's great.
Yeah, outflank them, excellent.
And Retron's like, I don't know about that, guys.
Yeah, except for this, and he throws a rock up in the air.
And I guess from what we could see, the Predacons are using shrink rays apparently.
Well, they're suddenly really great shots.
Yeah.
Suddenly they can hit things. And they hit the heck out of this rock, shrinking it down to like a pebble.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't apparent that... Like, I mean, it looked like, they were shooting it or whatever, but it wasn't apparent that they were...
the model was just getting farther away.
Yeah. It just, like, the model... They just took the model and they just resized it, and then they let it drop. So it just looked like it literally just shrank. So it's man. Like, yeah. I don't know.
It got its point across, especially when it hit the ground in between them and they all had Bugs Bunny googly eyes looking at the rock.
Yeah.
I like how even Rat Trap was surprised by it. It was his demonstration. He's like, I'm going to throw this rock up in the air. It's going to get shot a bunch, and I'm going to be surprised by that.
I don't know. So, well, after that, while this is all going on, like, they start ducking behind and just shooting it, and like you were saying, ducking cover, or shooting from cover. We kind of get this, like, little back and forth here between God, this is gonna come
Tarantulas, Silverbolt, Quickstrike.
Yeah. Yes. Between Tarantulas and Black Arachnia. Because like while the gunfight's going on, like he's like, did you find the discs?
Oh yeah, he's like remote controlling and bossing Black Arachnia around, and he has her looking for the discs. I don't know why Megatron didn't have her.
Yeah, present for them. Yeah,
I mean, he did say all Predacons need to converge here, whatever. But Tarantulas has like the upper hand in that situation. He's inside her brain, so if she ain't gonna listen, then he's just gonna grab the wheel.
Yeah,
and start driving her around.
So basically, like she's looking for a backup of this disc, and I just kind of find it funny because. Like, she's digging through, like, all these compartments, and there's a rubber ducky?
Oh, there was?
Like,
I missed that. Oh, that's from his bath sequence last season. Remember when he was taking a bath with his head hand? It was almost like he was saying goodbye to it.
No.
Brushing the teeth on his T-Rex hand.
I thought he was just doing that. I didn't think that was a bath scene.
Yeah, he was in the bath at one point. I think he was in the bath at one point. He was in the he was brushing his teeth at the I don't know. If he brushes his teeth, maybe he takes a bath.
Anyway, so getting back to it. So they're cornered behind the rock. And we have
Megatron wants everybody to charge.
Yeah. And Silverbolt's like, wait, we outnumber them. We outnumber them 2-1. He's like,
yes.
He's like, we're more powerful. We have them outgunned.
Yes.
He's like, so we should just make them surrender.
No.
And and then what he does is like he just slaps him.
Yeah.
Knocks
I think
him
he
back.
backhands him. It says, question my authority again, and I'll dismantle you, or I'll tear you limb from limb.
Yeah.
With my bare hands, maybe.
And then he turns to everyone else, and he's like, anyone else have a suggestion? And everyone's afraid of his pimp hand. Yeah. He raises his hand, and everyone flinches.
Yeah. It was Inferno and Tarantulas.
Yeah.
Both do like this ridiculous head shake. No, nothing to say. But Quickstrike has something to say.
Does it all have to be quick? Because once we cripple them, I'd kind of like to enjoy their suffering for a while.
I like how you think, Quickstrike, but business before pleasure.
Quickstrike further demonstrates that he came right off the set of Deliverance.
Yeah, seriously. He's sadistic.
Boss, I know you wanna kill them. Can we? Do we have to do it fast? I like to watch. I like to see the faces while they. Yeah. And he's like, well, that's quite all right.
Yeah. Well, he liked it. He was like, but no, business before pleasure.
Like, whoa, this is getting a little.
Yeah, it's getting a little kinky in here. Yep. Oh man, So well, at least we're really getting a sense for the two new characters for Silverbolt and Quickstrike. You know, Quickstrike has totally been won over by the Predacon cause. That's his house now. Mm-hmm. Silverbolt is obviously still questioning his place in the world.
It kind of makes you wonder though, because the only thing that has happened to him, the only thing that has changed of Quickstrike, was his activation code. His transformation code. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
What type of Maximal is this guy?
I don't know. I think that I don't know if you want to get into theology or something, like Lutheran theology says that we're all good and evil at the same time, all mixed up, and it has to do with the decisions you make and your situations that will just make you do things. Like we've had in other Transformers universes and timelines, we've had good guy traitors. We've had traitors on both sides, even Dinobot. You know, it's about the choices you make and what you really feel and really believe. And I think that since if Quickstrike came from a Maximal, whether it was a manufactured Maximal protoform or a frozen up actual Maximal, who see, it gets all sticky because just the fact that they transformation is a Decepticon technology.
It is?
Yeah. Transformers as such, Cybertronians, didn't natively transform. The political parties, they were just robots. They're just planet of robots. You think about the need to transform to disguise. You know, Decepticons, deception, disguising. That's just the origin of it. They were just a peaceful race of mechanical beings, and the fracturing of the political parties created these new technologies to be necessary. And even now, like the new toys that are out right now, Combiner Wars, the ability to combine the first instance of that is Devastator, the Constructicon combiner, and that is something that even though like in the cartoon they were like, okay, well, let's make a bunch of combiners on both sides so we can make a bunch of money. As far as the storylines and the comic books over the years and the outside of the G1 show, maybe they did a little bit of it in some of the follow-up cartoons, but it's been a thing that's typically something that the Autobots have been trying to figure out how to do without losing their minds and stuff. So there's, it just depends on which continuity you're following, but in most continuities, it's a Decepticon technology. That's why the Constructicons are stupid when they're a Devastator. You got 5 people trying to drive the same thing. It's not like it's not like greater than the sum of its parts.
Well,
like
you mentioned that. You mentioned
Megazord.
You mentioned that. That was last night.
Yeah.
Or not last night.
2 days ago. Yeah, a couple days ago.
It's like, where you've said this all before. Wait, this is
Deja
something.
vu.
Yeah.
It's just something I love to say. You probably heard me talking about this when I was in the bathroom at my house one day.
Why would I be in your bathroom? Why would I be in your bathroom?
I talk this
while
loud.
You're in there.
I talk really loud. So I'm just talking really loud in the bathroom. Well, Devastator is really stupid when he's all the 5 of these guys combined and they're all fighting for dominance.
For the record, guys, I do not hang out in front of the bathroom door while Dale is going to the bathroom.
No, I just have paper-thin walls in my apartment. So, but either way, especially with the good guy allied characters, it's always got to be a choice. It's not like you're made for it. The Predacons can make you evil, apparently, but good guys don't make you a good guy. You have to choose to be a good guy. That's we did have this conversation a little bit ago. If you go back to the key to Vector Sigma in G1, that is when so the Decepticons have air dominance, and they decide that they want to rule the roads too. So they create car Decepticons who all combine into Menasor. And at the same time, the Autobots create the aerial bots, which is where Silverbolt is from.
Okay.
And and I guess and this is the thing, like when that in that story arc, Silverbolt is leading the aerial bots, and instead of making the aerial bots slavish to the Autobot cause, Optimus Prime says to Vector Sigma, we need them to be free and have the ability to think for themselves. And if they will join us, then we would gladly have them. So they've all got to figure out whether or not they want to be Autobots. And and by the end of that episode, Silverbolt is that was a two-parter too, I'm pretty sure. And by the end of that, Silverbolt says, "These guys need our help. Their cause is just. Let's go help them and be Autobots." And we see that a similar kind of a situation here. But being a good guy is a choice, and even Dinobot had to make his choice, his decision to leave the Predacons to go lead the Maximals, which he was very successful at.
Well, anyway. I'm not like discrediting anything that you're saying.
I know.
I'm saying that
and Quickstrike didn't make that decision.
No. He has chosen poorly.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You think about, like, this is the Beast Wars is the ignition of the new war between Predacon and Maximal. They lived in peace. There's almost no reason why.
Peace.
Yeah, the Predacons were biding their time, but I don't know, man. Maybe Quickstrike was a Predacon. But since it was peaceful times, Predacons get jobs too. And he got a job on this science rig, even though he is obviously a cowboy.
Yeah.
So what kind of a Maximal?
This is why the rest of the world.
He's a terrible Maximal. That's what he is.
This is why the rest of the world kind of hates Americans.
Quickstrike.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh yeah, that's an American right there.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's a thoroughly American trope.
Oy. Anyway, so getting back on topic here.
Yeah.
So we cut to Black Arachnia. She's going through. She's trying to find, I guess, Tarantulas sends her to go and find the copies of the disc.
Yeah, because the discs are stolen. She's like, they're not here. He's like, are you sure? She's like, yes.
Fool! Megatron would have made a backup copy.
Yes! He stored it in his private records.
How does he make copies? Like
Backups, just backup scans.
Backup scan, but the scans don't.
They might not necessarily capture all of the moving data that's on the new disc, the second disc with the moving data tracks on it. But maybe, I don't know, man. There's a slight possibility.
I don't know. I mean, if there's,
it's the future, bro.
I know it's the. Don't you? It's the future, bro. Me. Don't you dare. But what I have an issue with is, like, okay, all right, if these things are supposed to be all powerful kind of things, the MacGuffins, then it's like you can't really just make a copy and have them have the same purpose. It's like, you could photograph something, you could scan it, you can make a 3D model, but it's still not going to be the original. It's still not going to be...
Well, but the power of them is that they're so unique. You know what I mean? Like, needing to find them to begin with because there were no copies. Once you find it, and it's just information, it's information that they're after, why wouldn't Megatron make a backup? He's the only one that's viewed them, like, in their fullness. He sends everybody else out on missions. He's done studying and stuff on them, so he would have kept his research all together.
Okay.
In the very least, and he would have kept that in his private data storage, which looks like a teenager's closet from the 1990s.
Yeah, it's
I
all
liked
filled with
that.
a bunch of stuff. It's
Well, I mean, the thing was shot up. Oh, yeah, it was shot up because what, Tigatron?
yeah,
Because Tigatron was there, and it got shot up. That's when it got shot up.
yeah. So
I didn't even realize how good they maintained the continuity there.
So, like, she's chatting back and forth to Tarantulas. Tarantulas is shooting around. He's like, well, what is it? What do you see? And, you know, she's like, oh, there's nothing, there's nothing I don't know.
He's
and
trying
then,
to use her eyes, and she's kind of like half hiding her own eyes, which is funny because it's like she kind of has to not see it herself in order to keep Tarantulas from seeing it.
And then there was a little quick cut to Megatron going,
To whom is that underhanded arachnid speaking? I detect no radio transmissions.
And Megatron can detect whether or not there's radio signals.
I guess now.
Well, he's been able to spy on Tarantulas pretty darn effectively.
Inside the base.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man. Maybe
surveillance systems or other
obviously,
things.
Transmetal Megatron has new abilities. Like, he could see spark flavor trailing off of the axolot in a couple of minutes. We will get there. Either way, Megatron is suspicious. We do see Obi-Wan Rhinox in his sensory deprivation chamber before this, and it's telling us that he's in danger. His spark might not come back.
Exposition computer is giving exposition.
Yeah. So just so we know that, because pretty much right after he realizes that Tarantulas is up to something, he's like, well, the Maximals must be up to something too, right?
And it's like, oh, that big weird wafting purple thing coming off the top of the...
Yeah, it looks like Rhinox is cooking something. And the Axolon is just chimneying out some kind of a purple smoke. Megatron is responding to is it Quickstrike or Silverbolt? They're having some kind of a conversation, and Megatron's like, oh, it's because the Maximals are clearly outgunned, but they're still trying to stand their ground. Silverbolt says,
We flank their position. They should retreat, but still they fight.
The Maximals are many things, but fools they are not.
Like, they're doing this for a reason. Why are they doing this? And then that's when he finds out. He takes a look.
They don't want us to get to
They're
their
making
base.
some cooking foods.
They're making some cooking foods.
I heard Rhinox makes a good stew. We got to get in there now. Otherwise, there are going to be no more mashed potatoes.
It's a replay of the low road, and the Maximals are just trying to make sure that the Predacons don't force them to go home.
No, guys, it's clearly a potluck. We told you to bring something. There's nothing here, so I'm sorry. There's not enough food for you
for
guys.
a gunfight. Go home and bring back some casserole.
So they kind of beef up the push, basically. Megatron has them all make a full court press. Other sportsing analogy. Mm-hmm.
He's pushing them, and he throws Silverbolt and Waspinator out to go get to the...
Yeah, but before he calls away Waspinator, did you notice that Waspinator's all gangster? He's holding his gun sideways.
No, I did not. Gangsta Waspinator is gangsta.
So they send them out to go ahead. Mm-hmm. What I enjoyed about that is that Rat Trap is like,
If those two make it to the base before we do, Rhinox is one dead battery.
so let's just stand here a little bit while they're going.
Yeah.
While they're getting a little smoke.
They're
Okay,
go
they're
as
just
a
out of
team.
sight. Let's maybe do something now.
And what does Cheetor say? It was the funniest thing. Apparently Cheetor needs a running start to fly.
Since when?
I need a running start. Criminy.
And he's like, okay, no, you
Maybe
go.
he
You go
needs a
fly
running
after
start
him.
to
He's like, I need a running start.
Yeah, he needs a running start to do it controlled. I don't think we've done it. We've seen him do it well. From standing still, he hasn't done it so much. I don't think.
Maybe I don't.
He's flown from falling in combat.
Yeah,
I think that's the only other time that he's done anything. I don't think he did any flying last episode.
I don't. I don't. Whatever.
It's been a week. We'll go back and listen to it. But
But yeah, so
either way, at least he still sucks at flying. You know what I mean?
does.
It's too soon for him
So
to be a boss.
He
at
goes
flying.
off and starts heading out. There was a quick fight scene. I think we missed it, but there was a quick fight scene in between. The other folks and those that were just still lying around. We have Bots versus Rocks Part 47.
Oh, that happens.
Is that later?
That happens after. That's going to happen in 3 lines of text. But Rhinox is dying. We do know that. Well, the computer is saying that, and inside his head is flying around 2001: A Space Odyssey, and he's saying he needs to find. He's looking. He's trying to get to the other side of the Matrix, and in the bottom corner of the screen, for a second, you saw a ghostly matrix of leadership. I don't know if you saw it. You missed it. It was there, and I was like, Matrix leadership.
I missed it, and I probably missed it because I have no idea what that looks like.
Oh, that's what comes out of Optimus Prime's chest in the movie. You got the touch.
You got the power.
Yep. Yeah, and
all right, let's cut to that. Let's cut to that, but us playing it now. All right, sorry, no, we don't have that audio yet.
Give me the guitar. So we have okay, so Matrix of Leadership. It's this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
with the ball,
the big with the handles and the ball.
Yeah, it's a ball with handles.
Yeah,
it looks like one of those the super duper parent iPod cases that you give to your kid. It looks like a steering wheel with a suspension bridge built inside of it, so your kid can hold on to your iPhone or whatever and play with it and not destroy several $100s worth of smartphone.
Sorry, I don't have an iPod or iPad or.
Next time we're at Toys R Us, I'll show you one. These things are ridiculous and they're huge, and I need one for myself.
Man, Dale, I mean, growing up, a kid going to karate classes and all these other like rich things.
All right, so Rat Trap throws Cheetor up into the air.
Oh god, this is great.
So Cheetor can fly. It's like that episode, the Shelbyville episode of The Simpsons. Fire me, boys!
He throws Cheetor, and then at that point, he's like, "Okay, well, we gotta catch up with them." And that's what he does is he transforms. Rat Trap transforms, and then turns the Dinobot, and he's like,
It's for you. Hop on!
and Dinobot doesn't like this very much.
Yeah, he makes a disgusted look.
He's like, "Ugh."
And then
He's like, I'm gonna have to ride him.
I know. Oh man, I find that so hilarious.
He gets on, and he starts driving, and I like in between the last couple episodes, man, we had like the the R-rated voice acting by Air Razor when she was, after being tortured or whatever, before she gets tortured. Then we have this, like we have the literal.
The bouncing around
Dinobot riding Rat Trap,
yeah,
like, and just viewed from the chest up.
Yeah, that got a little adult for a second.
and then it pans out, and then eventually, like, he's like, I think he makes a comment or something, and then Rat Trap's like, "Oh, we'll be fine as long as you can handle that fire hose." Fire hose? What? He's referring to his gun, of course, but it just doesn't. The analogy does not make any sense. I thought I was bad at analogies. Like,
yeah.
Like maybe I'm normal bad analogies, and he's just bad at analogies that every analogy that he makes sounds like a euphemism of something.
Yeah, I say, hey, lighten up. English is a second language for them. Yeah, have you ever heard Cybertronian? It's a mess.
It sounds like him.
Waspinator's funny when he's leading Silverbolt, because Silverbolt and Waspinator had gotten sent out to go advance on the maximal base. Because they were and Waspinator is so excited to finally be leading something.
He cuts in, he's like, "Waspinator's in charge. You follow me."
And Silverbolt says,
Since you're the one who knows the way, go ahead. Lead on.
You not tell Waspinator what to do. Waspinator in command.
I liked that little exchange. And it was frustrating for Silverbolt, who's obviously idyllic and intelligent enough to know that Waspinator is kind of stupid.
Yeah. So bless Waspinator.
Bless. Yep. So Dinobot riding Rat Trap. He's shooting at Megatron and Inferno and Tarantulas. This is where.
Okay.
This is where this is how we get to those 3 lines of text.
Okay. So
go ahead.
So there's a fight, and at the same time, we have Tarantulas who's trying to get some information from Black Arachne and what's going on. She's trying to avoid answering him. We have Dinobot. He shoots out this rock. This rock rolls down, and we have, well, this is happening. I guess I'm not going to move or get out of the way of this thing that's just rolling towards me.
That's the only way the Maximals can win any fights nowadays.
So Tarantulas gets crushed again by a giant rock, giant rolling boulder, like he did with the Beans episode.
Oh yeah, yep.
The low road.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a quick celebratory, "Yay, I'm free!" from Black Arachnia.
Yeah,
and she's
because
like, well, for
she
now.
knows, at least, for now.
Yeah.
At least she's clear for now. So now she knows that she can look at the data that is in Megatron's private files.
Yeah.
And download all of that
through her eyes, I guess.
Yeah, she doesn't need one of those umbilical things.
Up to this point, everything has been like plug and play. Now this is just like optically, I don't know. We had to get information. Cheetor needed to get the information on a disc and then I guess wipe his butt with it to send it over to...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cheetor had to burn a CD, burn a data CD. Tigatron and Tarantulas and Black Arachnia up to this point. Well, it depends on the interface, I guess.
I don't know.
She got Wi-Fi?
Maybe.
In the transmetal storm?
I don't know.
Maybe she's just reading.
Very fast.
Maybe she's just speed reading.
Okay, so she speed reads the data.
And triple encodes it.
And then she destroys she destroys his machine, or what's left of his private stash. We get back to the fight where Megatron, I guess, levitates after he transforms.
Oh well, dude,
he's flying in beast mode.
He's got fans,
but they're not open. They collapse to his side. I call foul, man.
Okay, fine.
He should have dropped out of the sky. In any case,
roll out. That's a rollout. I'll give you that one.
So they're shooting back and forth, and then basically there's a mid-air collision in between the two.
Yeah, Megatron and Inferno are trying to outflank Dinobot and Rat Trap, and they are coming from opposing sides. Dinobot has a gun mounted on Rat Trap's back that he's using to shoot at everybody, and in all the scuffle, in all the confusion, Dinobot and Rat Trap are able to engineer a mid-air collision, a full frontal mid-air collision between Inferno and Megatron.
They land in a Kama Sutra position.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome.
And somehow they managed to switch heads.
Yep, the head switch.
I don't know how that works, but okay.
Yep. They don't even do any dialogue about it. It's almost like, we need 5 more seconds. Put in some funny.
So while that's going on, we have Cheetor basically chasing after Silverbolt and Waspinator. The first thing he does is he rams Waspinator. Waspinator just goes down right away.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he's taken out of the picture.
And then there's a pseudo fight between the two of them, basically.
Mm-hmm. Just face off. I don't even think we get anything out of that.
Basically,
they face off, and it's
they have
cat
a little
versus
fight.
dogs.
Then they There was also a shot of Silverbolt where like he flies in front of Silverbolt, and Silverbolt is like the Wolfie's dog. Like his mouth is
smiling.
open and his tongue comes out, and it's like hanging off to the side.
But the audio is growling.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so bad. So bad.
It was unfortunate, but at least it was just a frame or so.
It hurts, Dale.
Yeah, it wasn't so long. But either way, Silverbolt ends up captured.
Yeah, he gets captured. They both land in front of the Axelon, and then we have Rat Trap and Dinobot meeting up with them. Mm-hmm. And Rat Trap calls him,
"Hey, Cloud Kitty! Yeah, we would have been here sooner if Dino Butt wasn't such a porker."
Wasn't such a porker. What a jerk. Such a jerk. Like,
oh man,
I'm a dinosaur.
yeah, you're a rat. I mean, what are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do?
Do you really want to go down this route? Do you really want to call me names? Because I got a bunch of names I could call you, man. I could just guide you, know.
But instead of engaging, he says, well, time to kill Silverbolt. Let's kill Silverbolt. Cheetor and Rat Trap say, nope. It's not what Optimus would have wanted. Let's go repair him. Like, what now? I guess we never have we had. Oh, yeah, we've only had 2 instances of one real instance of a Predacon being captured by the Maximals. Well, there were 3 stuck in the base. You know, the Inferno and Tarantulas. They were in the cages. And
they didn't throw them in the rejuve chamber at that point because they didn't. Well, I know because they didn't have the time.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm
nice
kind
retcon.
of going. Thank you.
I'll go with that.
I like how I seem to be retconning the majority of these flaws here for you.
That's Transformers apologetics.
Oh gosh.
So
I don't really mean to, guys.
You'd rather be critical? No, I like it.
I'd rather be critical.
But now that you've fallen in love with some characters, you're more forgiving. That's all.
Shut up, Dan.
So Dinobot has to carry Silverbolt to an art chamber to get him repaired.
So yeah, they throw him in there, and then we have Rat Trap trying to wake up Rhinox, and he's like knocking on the.
Which had me really concerned because he's banging on the sensory deprivation chamber. Last episode, that was going to kill Rhinox.
Yeah, he's like, don't even touch it. Don't even look at it.
Yeah, and then Rhinox wakes up. He says, "Am I back?" And then Rat Trap says, "That's what the machine says." So I got you out of there. So I was like, "Oh, thank God!" I'm so glad I didn't have to explain that later.
Oh gosh, that's so funny. And basically,
and Rat Trap asks him, "Where have you been?"
Where all are one.
Another G1 throwback.
And then he says, "Hey, we gotta." What did he say? He's like, "I thought you were gonna die," and he says, "It happened."
No. That's when the Predacons are showing up for their attack.
Oh, he's like, "We're all gonna die."
Oh, great! We're all gonna die!
It happens.
which reminds me of Star Trek 6, where
as is your custom.
As is my custom. Basically, they're trying to figure out like what to do with this cloaked bird of prey, and someone says, you know, then we're dead, and then Spock goes and he's like, "Well, I've been dead before," and then just carries on.
Okay,
it's like, all right, yeah, well, it's not that big of a deal. Let's carry on, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of funny.
Anyway, I love it.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, you're just kind of dead. You know, they can't make it in today. He's a little dead.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a little dead. You know what happens? It's fine.
It happens.
He'll be back to work on Monday.
And then here comes the big Predacon attack.
Yeah, so they all like converge out in front to do the last standoff. And, you know, everyone pulls out their guns and starts shooting.
Mm-hmm. Rhinox has joined the fray.
Rhinox has joined the fray.
Silverbolt is in the R chamber.
Yeah, and you see that Cheetor has exchanged his butt gun for a face gun.
Yeah, face gun, face cannon. He puts his hands together and he forms the head and shoots. He has a mouth gun like old Megatron now.
Yeah,
I don't disapprove of that. I like this version of Cheetor.
I don't know, man.
You'll get into it, but and I need the toy. All the toys that I need are $30 now. Like everything that I need from this point forward is like $35 to $40. So I'm like, okay. I need $30 more right now. So I'm working on that. I did make a new toy purchase yesterday.
Oh, what'd you?
I am not telling you.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spoil anything. I did make an unboxing video. It will launch on the day that we put on that episode.
Sure. You do realize now that anytime that I'm going to be coming over, you're going to have to hide that toy then, because
I may or may not. Yeah.
All right. So
here, I'll tell you this much: it's a black Cheetor.
Okay. So when we
the end. So anyway, moving on. We have so the Predacons are attacking. The Maximals are running out of ammo.
Yeah, which is the first time that we've ever seen this type of thing.
But the second time this episode,
I know.
Dinobot ran out of ammo earlier.
Yeah, well, I mean, his gun has a clip on it, or magazine on it, so you could kind of see that. Yeah, I could kind of see how that would run out or whatever. It's not just like a gun like all the other guns.
Yeah.
But Rhinox with his Gatling guns, we've seen him waist deep in shells before.
Well, that's obviously he was incredibly wasteful early on in the Beast Wars.
So not only that, he's incredibly wasteful, but he has been extremely lazy because he has not reloaded from last time.
He just woke up and now he's in a firefight.
So,
at least Dinobot had time, and Dinobot had enough time to hide the golden discs.
Here, dude, the last time that he was in a major firefight was what, like 6 episodes ago, 7 episodes ago?
It was a while. It's been a while. Yeah. But he's been working on other things.
Where he shoots the top of the mountain and the mountain falls down and crushes the Predacons.
Is that the last time?
I think this is the last one that I remember.
Oh man. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like, there's been plenty of down.
Yeah, he has been.
You know
doing
what?
A lot of
when
sciencing,
he's been
hasn't he?
busy, like, tooting and eating beans, like,
Well, he was sick.
He wanted to go into battle. He should have reloaded his weapons then. I don't know, man.
There wasn't enough time. Dinobot had enough time to prepare for battle. Rat Trap had enough time to prepare for battle. But Rhinox, not so much.
Okay.
He could run inside and reload, but that would take time. Time they don't have.
Fine.
So the Predacons are messing them up.
Yeah, they open fire. There's just a hailstorm of bullets and missiles. They start blowing up the rocks around them. We have Dinobot. He stands up to go fight, and immediately he just gets shot.
He has a sword. He pulls his sword out. I'm out of ammunition.
But he stands up and he goes to charge, and it looks like he gets shot in the groin or something, because like he gets shot, and rather than being exploding and getting shot back or whatever, he just doubles over. And
he just doubles
down.
over and falls back down. And he hides back there. In the meantime, we see Silverbolt's face. Oh well, we see some dark things happening inside the Axelon.
No, not well, kind of. While they're getting shot up, Rhinox gets hit really hard. He has a huge hole in his chest.
Yeah, he's got a straight up hole in his chest. You can see the ground behind him.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But while that's going
Not
on,
for him,
we
but,
see this weird, I don't know, this electricity or I don't want to say spark because it's obvious spark.
We don't want to spoiler anything that I read at the beginning of the episode.
But basically we see a spark of energy or a halo of energy come down from the ceiling onto the chair that Rhinox was laying in, and then following cables down.
Yeah, we're following the cables
hall.
down the hall. Yeah.
They go and they meet up with, I guess, what is a cryo chamber.
That's the stasis pod that landed. That's the blank. Mm-hmm. That's the blank that they had found beginning of last episode.
I think so.
Yeah, beginning of part 1. Yeah.
But yeah, so it goes into there, and then stuff is going on, and then we kind of cut back to that, and then it opens up.
Yeah.
And then that's where we see shadows. It walks over to the rejuve chamber. It kicks open. You see Silverbolt,
and he's like,
ah! Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? But yeah.
Yeah. And then we have a good minute and a half, 2 minutes of fighting and other drama happening. So it leads me to think that this mysterious shadowy figure and Silverbolt are having a parlay in between. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it's funnier if they just decided not to help until later. So then the Maximals are all out of ammo. There's a huge explosion, and they're left there.
Yeah, they're just destitute, man.
Rhinox is out of ammo. We get a really great view of his chest hole. Is it Dinobot who tries to pick up a gun, but his arm just falls off?
His arm falls off at the elbow. And it's I've been there. I mean, I have a, what is it? Well, I don't know. We've all been there. I have one of the Transformer toys. Those elbow joints get worn out.
Yeah. Oh, they do. Well, that's why they made them ball and socket joints instead of the ones with a pin in it. Because that's just gonna happen from time to time. I actually am probably gonna go check if that's how that. I don't think that's how his elbow is on the original Dinobot figure. But I need another one anyway, so we'll find out how that goes. The sunrise comes. And it shows the Predacons victorious. They're all lined up in a nice, neat row. Tarantulas is Revolver Ocelot. Discuss.
Really?
Well, you know what? It came to me. He is really this third faction.
Well, yeah, he's a third faction,
but he's also got that. He's got this new weapon.
Yeah, it's a tire.
Yeah, it's a battle wheel, Eric. It's a battle wheel, and it's the only part that I'm missing from my transmetals tarantulas that I bought
It's a tire
last
that's
year.
attached to the front of a gun, where it's if you shot it, it would shoot the tire. and make it useless.
Well, he spins it. He spins it like it's a 6-shooter.
Yeah, he oh God. Yeah, he does. He spins it. It makes the clicking sound like you do of the chambers on a revolver. I could see the revolver ocelot thing.
Yeah,
but he's not.
He's mysterious. He's treacherous. He's got a 6-shooter. Well, he's got a gun that makes a clicking noise when you rotate one of the parts. Megatron says, "Finish it."
But he doesn't go.
No, he doesn't. And then we get a new toy! We get a new toy, Eric!
So they all crowd up. They're going to go finish them off because Megatron likes to be all cinematic about it. And then all of a sudden we hear an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like on the top of the Axelon, we have a new figure.
Yep,
and he
new
says,
toy.
Well, that's just Prime.
Sweet.
So yeah, Optimus is back. And
he's back and shinier than ever.
I don't like the way he looks.
This is my least favorite of his forms.
He looks like poo.
What did I write? Optimus Primal is a... Surfer Dude Optimus. Get over it. He costs...
sometimes I think that you write these notes down and you say these things just because I'm going to say something about it. Get over it.
I saw one of these transmetal Optimus Primals at a Quake Collectibles in Schaumburg is $65. So my $30 statement earlier, it is wrong. A lot of them are 30 to 45.
But you have this guy already.
No, I don't. I have Optimal Optimus. He's very big. It says it right in his transmetal parts. It says Optimal Optimus.
Optimal Optimus. This is
Primal.
the most optimal.
Yeah. This is as good as it's gonna get. So but this is transmetal Optimus Primal.
Okay.
And he is a monkey and a surfer with a mullet.
Yeah. So he opens up the
got a really
door.
bad haircut.
Megatron tells everyone to open fire. He pulls up a riot shield.
Yeah.
And then after that, he pulls out these big guns.
Yep, big gun
He has
backpack
thingy. He has like anti-aircraft guns that are sitting on his back that pop up in front of him. Mm-hmm. He shoots and poor Waspinator just gets vaporized.
Yeah.
He gets hit once and he's gone. He's disappeared.
Yeah.
Like no body flying back, no explosion.
Waspinator's gone.
He's just a puff of smoke. Yeah, so he starts shooting, everyone starts falling back, and then he transforms into the Silver Surfer.
Yep, a monkey with a surfboard.
And then he chases after Megatron. Mm-hmm. Megatron's like, oh, I have a flight mode too.
Flight is no longer your advantage, Optimus.
In my Surfer Dude Optimus Primal, Surfer Dude Optimus, get over it. Right above that, I have we're watching the show, and Eric says, "Really?" I literally wrote down, "Yes, really." So Optimus and Megatron are kind of facing off. He doesn't get to because Optimus is going to take care of everything that the rest of the Maximals couldn't do as a combined unit. He's knocking out all the other Predacons, and he ends up having to square off against Inferno.
Yeah, and this is great. We have another more Western visualization here.
With this Wild Wild West kind of thing.
We have the draw sequence where it's like, okay, Inferno's like,
Your turn to burn, Optimus Primal.
And I was like, okay, your mama's so fat. I just wanted Prime to say something. It's just so bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
So they do a quick draw.
But not the worst.
No,
not the worst. It was bad, but not the worst, which is better. Always look on the bright side of life. So, Optimus wins this shootout.
Yeah,
with
he
Inferno.
does. He
pretty
totally...
handily. I mean, it was they tried to build some tension with the a lingering shot, and we're also setting up that Megatron is behind Optimus,
getting him in his sights.
Yeah, getting him lined up in a shot, and he's sneaking up, and then after Optimus blows Inferno to alternation, Megatron is getting ready to fire, and then Silverbolt!
Silverbolt swings up behind him, kicks Megatron. Megatron falls off a cliff
And forgets he could fly.
and forgets that he
He was very surprised. Yeah. He was very surprised.
So surprised and shocked that he's like, oh, wow, I was not expecting that.
Didn't see that coming.
Consider that my resignation from the Predacons, Megatron.
And Optimus says, well,
I like your resume.
Well, it's funny because like there is this like kind of back and forth in between Prime and Silverbolt about like, hey, so you got any openings available? I'd totally be down. And it's like, okay, all right, yeah. But if that conversation did not take place when Primal got him out of the rejuve chamber,
why the heck were they in there for so long?
why? Well, not only that, but like, why was he agreeing to help? Like, because like even Silverbolt doesn't know these guys.
He doesn't. The seed was planted when Dinobot said when Dinobot he hears that Dinobot used to be a Predacon and he just quit. You know, he defected. You know, he didn't. Silverbolt didn't know that was an option. He's like, well, this is just my place in the world, and I'll just have to learn to live with it, take orders, and be a good soldier. I don't have to. They're fixing me instead of destroying me. I mean, there's been enough, I think, interplay between the two factions in the in the hour, in the 46 minutes that Silverbolt has been alive to give him a pretty clear image of what Maximals are. You know,
okay,
they're standing up against greater numbers, not because they're stupid, but to protect the base. You know, they're defensive. They don't kill their captives.
Mm-hmm.
And Megatron has been pretty ruthless in his. He's been pretty violent for the last 40 minutes since he found his roller skates.
Yeah,
and. So I think that's the thing. He just sees what the situation is, and he's like, well, I think I want to join these guys.
Yeah.
It would have been pretty funny if they were like, oh, we don't have any room.
Yeah. See, we didn't really lose anybody on our side, so we're kind of...
We're just waiting for two of our guys to come back. Those weren't empty words.
And then we have the... I just have on my notes here, wrap up!
Yeah, we do have a long wrap-up sequence.
Oh, gosh, it's ridiculous. We have the Predacons going back to their base, where they're asking Black Arachnia, so did you find anything?
As you can see, completely destroyed.
I like how he calls her witch.
Yeah.
All through the episode.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Answer me when I'm talking to you, witch!
Oh.
And so...
I'm not your witch, I'm your wife!
Optimus is trying to figure out what happened with the world. He's like, I got a lot of catching up to do since I've been gone.
I got places to go, people to see.
People to get to know.
Yeah, and it's like, what? You weren't gone that long, buddy.
I don't know, man. He was gone long enough for some things to have changed. You know, we have the transmetal issue to worry about.
He was gone.
We have the Fuzor
he was gone
to
approximately less than 12 hours.
You really think this all happened in like the same day? Like
yeah.
Let's
because
see.
Here,
what's the timeline look like?
All right, we have. It's evening. Okay, yeah. Evening. The moons are out. He goes up, blows up the fake moon. Okay.
Yeah.
Blows up the fake moon. Showers come by. This is last episode. Showers.
No, that's 2 episodes ago.
I know.
Okay.
Showers come by. I know. Showers come by. Make them all transmetal. They have a pseudo fight. They go away. Right?
Who goes away?
The Predacons. They walk away.
Okay.
While they're walking away, we see the stasis pod scanning.
Yeah.
Shortly after scanning, they open up.
Okay. Well, it's
we have the Fuzors.
Yeah. You have the Fuzors.
We have the Fuzors who come out shortly after scanning and finding their forms and then coming out to find out what's going on. While the Predacons are walking home, that's when they come across that.
No, the Predacons go from the base to that.
All right, well, they go to the base and then they come back. But this is all within the same time period.
I think maybe 3 days.
No.
Yeah, it has to be, because
no
it was the
man.
night. It was the night, and the Fuzors wake up at night again.
See, I don't see that happening.
Maybe they were there for a day fighting before Inferno shows up. We can roll out on that. But enough has changed over the last, even if it was 12 to 18 hours or 36 hours or like 48 hours, you know, it was like 72 hours. Enough has changed. Yeah, Cheetor's different, Rat Trap's different. Rhinox has been into to the other side of the Matrix and back. Tigatron and Air Razor are vanished mysteriously, and we have Terrorsaur and Scorponok have died. And Silverbolt is new. Quickstrike is new. Why the heck is Silverbolt a chimera?
Yeah.
You know, there are things that Optimus Primal has to figure out and things that he needs to learn. What the heck is up with his new body? Also, since the radiation from the moon,
Oh yeah.
had blown up so much of the energon,
Well, it either blew up the energon
or left it stable.
Yeah, made it stable from
In
that
cube
energy
form.
burst in cube form.
How do the new bodies handle energon buildup?
Not an issue around here, Big Bot.
This sector of the planet got the full force of the alien beam. All the energon locally was either detonated or transformed to stable energon cubes. As for the rest of the planet,
I don't know.
Whatever. I mean, it makes enough sense. At least they're addressing your concerns from 2 episodes ago.
Barely, man. Barely.
They're addressing your concerns. What? No, you know, the explosion, all that heat treating of all of that energon turned them. We have a lot of stable energon cubes, and right now, especially with these new bodies, we're not experiencing the same kind of energon buildup that we were having when we were surrounded by unstable energon. The world has changed. We have changed the world along with us. We won't know about the rest of the planet until we hear back from Tigatron and Air Razor.
No.
So it's not like it's not like a clean fix, but in the very least, their area is a little bit safer,
Okay.
if not more damaged.
I'm just saying that, like, your retcon or explanation of the retcon is more like...
That's not retcon. That's active con. That's active con. Active continuity.
Like, your explanation of the continuity.
Okay.
I won't say actual
right.
continuity or retro continuity.
Terms agreed.
All right. Your explanation, okay? That's like the equivalent of me saying to you, hey, dude, you need to clean up your room. And then you going, okay, well, I got this new computer that I'm going to put in my room. It just doesn't... It doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, it kind of relates to your room, the subject of your room, but it doesn't...
I disagree. I disagree. I am firmly planted in the continuity of the Beast Wars, and I find it all to be relatable, and it makes sense.
I'm just so freaking thankful that this wasn't another
cliffhanger. Yeah, you had a wrap up and everything. It was very clean, very clean, pretty reasonably clean.
This is like CTA bus clean, man. This is
hey, clean enough. We can move on. It'll get us someplace. That's the important thing. I like how Megatron now, when he's thinking, he roller skates in a circle.
Oh my gosh, yeah. God. Anyway, so that was
that.
episode
I'm like
29.
making sure we didn't miss it. I want to make sure we didn't miss anything.
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Surfer Dude Optimus is... I like how his face freaks me out. Because it's like a little... Now his robot face is more biological.
Yeah. And I was thinking, like, when that happened, I'm like, oh no, Dale's going to be so sad. No more faceplate.
Yeah, no more faceplate. He has He-Man hair.
You know?
That's what it looks like. It looks like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe hair.
Yeah. He does. He does kind of look like Beastman. Like if Beastman was less beastie.
Beastman is beastie. Yeah, that's sad. I mean, yeah. So Optimus gets a downgrade. If anything, I think Megatron makes a lateral move. There's some things that are cooler about him, some things that are not. Cheetor got an upgrade. Rat Trap I like. What else? Is that everybody? That's all the transmetals. We only have 4, right?
No.
Who else we got?
We have Tarantulas.
Oh, Tarantulas. Oh, Tarantulas is gorgeous. He's the best one.
He looks all right.
I think he's the best one. I think he looks more menacing now.
Yeah.
And that's really the thing. Like, do they look like? And that's why Tarantulas and Cheetor, I think, have the best transmetal forms.
Okay.
I know you don't like Cheetor. You can't win them all.
All I'm looking to, I'm just trying to win one, Dale. I'm just trying to win one.
Oh, next week we'll be back with Tangled Web, episode 30. It's going to be a good one. All right. So until next week, I've been Dale.
And I've been Eric.
And thanks for downloading the Transformers Beast Wars podcast.
You can find it at optimusprimecast.com.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.